Hey, YouTubers. A man has been accused of defrauding Marcia Griffith, the reggae artist, out of millions of dollars in a reported land transaction scheme. He has pleaded guilty to 2 counts of obtaining money by false pretense. And it's been reported that he has agreed to repay this money. The man, whose name is Ray Morgan, is a convicted felon. He offered restitution to Marcia Griffith when he appeared before the senior parish judge, Lorianne Cole Montague, at the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court. He was represented by attorney Irville Morgan, who said that his client will start making payments through the court beginning next Thursday. So, in June of 2021, last year, Morgan was arrested and charged with defrauding Marcia Griffith out of $4.8 million. So, according to reports, he had just spent 12 years in jail, and when he came out of jail, he connected with Marcia Griffith and he convinced her that he can help her acquire a property in Jamaica. So I'm wondering if Marcia Griffith knew that he had spent 12 years in jail before he represented her in this property deal, because I'm sure she would have been cautious and have been on alert, depending on what he went to jail for, of course. Maybe he went to jail before on fraud charges, and that would have put her on alert. So, according to reports, the singer was connected to Morgan by another party after expressing the desire that she wanted to build a museum that share her legacy with the world, because she's a pioneer in the genre of reggae music like Bob Marley, and so she felt as though she needs a museum of her own, because you guys know Marcia goes all the way back when Bob Marley was beginning his career, so it was a journey for her as well. So it just seems as though it was another fraud case, a typical fraud case, because according to the complaints, Morgan said that he had partners overseas who could lend Marcia $500,000 to purchase the property. That's 500 US dollars, that's $500,000 to purchase this property. And this money would then fund the cost of the construction. And in return, this man claimed that the singer had to pay him $30,000 for fees and $250,000 for stamp duty, which she transferred into his account. And yes, you guessed it, folks, Morgan disappeared with the money. So moving forward to today, Morgan is sitting in jail. His application for bail was denied by the court, and he was remanded to prison until his sentencing hearing. It's kind of sad that this happened to Marcia Griffith, because she's up in age now, and she's one of the pioneers in music, and I guess people don't have no type of respect, because you would think, okay, this is someone who paved the way for reggae music. Give her her due, give her her props, give her her respect. But this man deliberately defrauded all this money out of Marcia. So we hope that the sentencing is just when he is sentenced. And I guess they're going to start seizing his property and putting a lockdown on his bank accounts, because he can't pay her if he's sitting in jail and not working. So I guess they're going to go after his properties and his bank account. So big up, big up, big up to Marcia Griffith. You're going to be okay. The next story up is Cardi B. Well, Cardi B says that she lost millions in what would have been a game deal, because she had to go to court for fighting. So according to Urban Island News, which is like an internet news source, Cardi B told them that she wants others to learn from her mistakes, as she shared that she lost millions of dollars in a deal because she was unable to get involved in that project because of the assault and battery case that was going on. And she had to make appearances in court. So she lost out on that deal. And I wonder which game that was, which video game it was. Maybe she sees the video game and it's out and it's doing well and she could have been a part of it. And whoever got involved is making millions off of that video game. So on Tuesday, she was kind of reflecting and talking to this online magazine. And she said that she had to turn that deal down, which was stupid. But she couldn't help it because she had to attend court due to her courthouse demands that she could not get involved in the game. I guess maybe they wanted her to advertise the game and she would be probably like the face of it and promote it, etc. And then she would get her cut. But she said it was stupid. She wants people to learn from her mistakes. I guess the young folks out there who like to fight, because I believe she was talking about a court case she had when she had charges on fighting another individual. So she said her stupid decisions from the past caused her to miss out on real good money. She said, I had a multi-million-dollar call of duty deal and could not take it because of court. Well, Cardi is going to be all right. Cardi's money is long now. She's a multi-millionaire, and I'm sure she's going to be all right. But money likes more money. She was hoping to get more because she said that was a multi-million-dollar deal. So the incident that Cardi was referring to was the 2018 Flushing Bar case, which she pleaded guilty to. And she pleaded guilty to a third-degree assault charge of beating up two strip club bartenders. But despite the case going on since 2018, Cardi avoided jail time for the misdemeanor thanks to her clean criminal record. She was sentenced to 15 days of community service. According to the prosecutors, Cardi B orchestrated the attack on the two bartenders who are sisters and who were bartending because she suspected that her husband had allegedly cheated on her with one of the women. So clearly, the video showed Cardi B in the wrong. So according to the Queens District Attorney's Office, Cardi was at the club in College Point where the women worked and where Offset was performing with the Migos. At that time, Offset was a member of the Migos. So video footage showed that Cardi was caught on tape picking up an ice bucket and throwing it at the sisters. So Cardi's advice to the young folks out there is to think twice about those quick decisions. And she said it was a lesson learned. Here's a little known Black history fact about Michael Jackson. The King of Pop was really given a royal title, and his royal title was Amalaman Ano when he toured the West African country in 1992. So among the many stops that he had to make in that February of 1992 trip, Michael Jackson's itinerary included meeting with Tanzania president to talk about saving Africa's elephants. He also received a medal from the president of Gabon, and he visited orphanages, hospitals, and churches. But for the biggest honor, Jackson traveled to Kindiobo, a village in the southwestern corner of Ivory Coast. There, the king of pop, Michael Jackson, became Michael Jackson Alamanen Amnod, an actual king. He was crowned king. And so when people call him the king of pop, It's little known knowledge that he was crowned an actual king of that village. You had to have been living in that era to know that that actually happened, and also keeping up with the news and what's going on in Africa. And there you have it, folks. That's your little known Black history fact about Michael Jackson. So, guys, it's official. The autopsy came in on Kevin Samuels. The Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office has announced its findings regarding the death of Kevin Samuels, the controversial social media personality who died in May of this year at the age of 57. According to TMZ, the Medical Examiner's Office of Fulton County, there in Georgia, said that Samuel's death was a result of hypertension. That means high blood pressure. So he probably had a heart attack, and the death is being ruled as natural or from natural causes. I'm telling you guys, it's a silent killer. That hypertension, diabetes, and that high cholesterol, a lot of times you don't know you have it. That's why they call it the 3 silent killers. So go get yourself checked out if you have not done so, because by the time you know you have it, you're probably close to just doing yourself in, okay? By the time you know you have that high cholesterol, your arteries are probably all clogged up. By the time you know you got that diabetes, you probably got that neuropathy, that numbness, or you got that black toe or black finger, and a limb is ready to be cut off. So you got to go get checked up. You got to go get check out. By the time you know you got that hypertension, you probably got to go on medication for it, that high blood pressure. So you got to do things to correct all those things early on, which is being on a proper diet. Folks, remember, it all has to do with what you eat. If you eat a lot of fatty foods, a lot of salt, a lot of sugar, you're going to have medical issues. So cut back on all that stuff and do your body a favor so you won't get all these things later on in life. Of course, you can do everything right and still come down with all 3 of those diagnoses, because, as we know, some of it has to do with hereditary factors. Maybe it runs in your family: cancer, high blood pressure, diabetes, etc. So you can do everything right and still come down with it, but at least you'll be ahead of the game if you get on a proper diet. But that Kevin Samuels, he was a nasty SOB. A lot of people said he hated women, the way he talked about women, and that's what made him so controversial, because he was always bashing women. So the fact that the coroner's office ruled his death natural causes because of hypertension, he had high blood pressure, that should put a lot of conspiracy theorists to rest and all the speculation to rest. So the coroner examiner's office did not go into detail. Just know that hypertension, high blood pressure was the cause. He either had a heart attack or maybe a stroke. YouTubers, I'm over and out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel and to this video. Thank you for watching.